Well, hello world. It's Rich Fortney, and this is the quest for Get on the Alone Show. Today I am going to go over making a fishing pole out of not too many materials. This is my prototype. I tried to mimic what Clay Hayes did. He had a good one, but I couldn't get it just right, so so I'm going to trash this one, and I'm going to start from scratch. And I think I've come up with a couple ideas that will help me. I'm an avid fisherman. I fish for in a lot of tournaments and stuff, so I think I can come up with a good pole that'll work for me. That one worked for Clay Hayes awesomely as far as on the show. So I won't bore y'all with the shaving of the wood and all that, but I will go into the parts and how they go together once I get them done. So stay tuned, you'll see. Oh, and by the way, I'm in my man cave doing this, so I'm not at my base camp. Alright world, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've done. I pretty much taken the bark off of this one limb, and I'll actually show you how long it is. It's probably about 10 feet long, 10 or 11, and I'll go up and down it. These little orange 550 cord, I put that there to show you where I'm going to build the eyelets for it. I've already started with one, and I'll film the next one just so you can see. But what I'm going to do is use my snare wire to build the eyelets. I'll also, up at the top here, I'll use a uni knot and tie an extra piece of bark onto it. Well, not really bark, but just a stick. You'll see how it comes together. But I wanted to show you that first, and then I'll go back in there and start filming some more. We'll go step by step, and I'll explain everything. Then I'll show you it in action, and we'll go from there. Alright world, check it out. Here's the part of the fishing pole that's going to house the fishing line. It'll go just like so. And my hand is going to be up here, sort of like a spinner reel, how you use your finger to hold the line for when I cast. But you're also going to need a portion for when you're reeling it in. So what I'm going to do is make a notch, another notch. I use a uni knot to tighten it down, but after I cast it, I'll put it on here, and then just reel it in. I'll either reel it like so, or I'll roll it with my finger. So we'll see when we get into the experimenting side of it and actually using it. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this on, and then I'll show you that as soon as I'm done. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is to make the eyelet. As I told you, you want to use a point, and what you want to first do is get about an 8-inch piece of snare wire, run it around the point, put a twist in it, and then grab your Gerber or Leatherman, whatever you have. I have a Leatherman. It's the P4. It's the one that Clay Hayes used. I know I talk a lot about Clay Hayes, but I got the utmost respect for the man. He, well, him, all the alone participants. But I've been watching a lot of Clay Hayes' videos, and he's pretty good at what he does. So shout out to him, I guess. Alright, so we made the eyelet. So now we would be wrapping it around the fishing pole. I'm just simulating like this the fishing pole that I have. Here we go. You first want to put your eyelet down. You want to bend it up where you have 6 little loops, and then you want to wrap it around one good time, put a little twist in it. You can use your Leatherman to do that so it tightens up into the wood. Okay, and then from there you want to bring it back in and crisscross your snare wire like so, and then like so. Notice how it's crisscrossed through. Then you want to take it as tight as you can, bring it back through on itself again. Here's where you'll tighten it really good. That's one thing I like about this Leatherman here. It's a magnet and you can use it with one hand. So it's a good tool. Just want to take your time. Just tighten it up as best you can. And you'll see the more twists you get in it, the tighter it becomes. You just want to work that snare wire to where it's really tight. And that's just basically securing your eyelet to the piece of wood. But you're going to reinforce it with that 550 cord. I'll show you how to do that here in a minute as soon as we get this one tightened up. Slow and steady. That's pretty tight, but I'm going to go a couple more just to reinforce it. Almost there. Okay. That's pretty darn tight. Okay. Then you just want to take the excess wire, snip it off. And then crimp the other one down as best you can. There you go. Voila. One eyelet. Okay, I'm going to go into securing it, just giving it an extra amount of 550 cord to reinforce what you just put on there. Plus it helps stabilize it and make sure it doesn't move up and down the pole. And basically, Excuse me. Okay, you want to make an eyelet like so, and you want to go about a ½ inch beyond each side of the eyelet, about like so. And you want to pull your 550 cord like so, and you're just going to start wrapping it. You want to keep enough to where you can grab this end, because later on you're going to be pulling on it to secure it. Some people will take the guts out to make it even tighter, but as I get going I'm going to make sure I try to show you how I'm just wrapping it around. You just want to keep it as tight as you can. Keeping your 550 cord as smooth as you can. So I've got 5 wraps here on this side of the eyelet. So far. Notice the loose end right here. And the working end. Well, this piece that I'm wrapping is the working end. But and you just take it to the next side of the eyelet and wrap it. Old Matt Blackburn, he's really good at this stuff. Navy guy, I know, that does a lot of tying of knots and such, like most Navy guys do. I know a bunch of CVs I worked with when I was in the Marine Corps. They they could tie some knots. I'll give them that. But then you want to run that working end through that loop that you made earlier, because you'll see how it's going to secure it once you do that. Now that it's in there, like so, I'll bring it up and show you. You're going to pull on this end, and it's actually going to pull it up underneath the eyelet, or the rest of the rope, and that's going to secure it. Notice how I just pulled it in? You just keep pulling it till you get it up under there, a couple of different layers. Notice how it's up in there? It pretty much secures itself, but you really have to pull tight. It's hard for me to do with this one because it's just a small piece of wood, but I just wanted you to see how it actually worked, because my earlier camera work is pretty terrible. And I'm going to leave a little bit on there just so you can see it beforehand. But then you're basically just going to cut each end like so, and that just reinforces your eyelet. And then I burn that end. And here you have it. So when you all see my fishing pole, you're going to see it like that. You'll see all the eyelets will have that on it. So alright, world. Stay tuned. We'll be working the fishing pole. I'll show you the end result, and we'll see if we can catch trout. Alright, first cast. Not bad. bigger bait on there. That first one was kind of small. I'm also going to show you the hobo type of fishing pole. Yeah, I think I'll reel it in and put that bigger worm on there. See what we can do. Cast pretty good. All right, world. Hey, I just wanted to explain a few things to you. I'm here at the base camp. I just wanted you to know about the video. I had a computer issue and I lost a lot of video, so I was able to actually find those and restore them. So there's some of the footage that's not there, but as you can see, it works. And with that being said, arrivederci.